In this week's edition of CA Hoops in Focus, we visit with Max Plansky, a 14-year-old with severe cerebral palsy who's been welcomed onto the Northeastern Huskies basketball team, where he's learning how to be part of a team and teaching his heroes a few things along the way.
So Max has cerebral palsy. He's a twin. He was born early, about three and a half months early. Max was 2 pounds 2 ounces when he was born. He could literally fit in the palm of my hand. So because of that, he is dependent on other people for everything. But he's got an older brother that looks after him. He's got his twin sister that looks after him. One thing that he does not have a lot of is social interaction and the ability to kind of be part of a team. And being a former coach, I feel being part of a team is probably the most important thing that you can go through.
What we all take away from being together as a unit is being a team member, and being emotionally attached to a singular goal. There's nothing like it, and that's why team sports are so popular and can teach us so much.
If it wasn't for team impact, he absolutely would not be able to have this experience.
A terrific opportunity for our kids to learn from Max and really get involved in team impact.
And what their mission is to try to include children with either terminal or chronic diseases and draft them onto teams so that they can be included as both for the socialization and just being part of a team. And so when the opportunity came up, I said, geez, is there any chance that we could go with Northeastern University? And through the match process and through Northeastern, deciding that this is something they wanted to do, we were able to make it a reality, and it's been fantastic.
I think it means the world to him, It gives him a chance to be a part of something more than he would have expected, It just gives him a real team that we all care for him, we all love to see him. So I think that it just means a ton to him.
If we can bring people out of isolation and help them, give them support by being part of a group, clinically and socially, that's shown, that leads to a healthier lifestyle. And that was missing in Max's life for a long time, and now he has it.
Max, I'll ask you the same question. I guess, what was your reaction when you first found out you could be a Husky?
I was very excited and happy.
Once you meet Max, you'll know. I mean, he's got an electric smile, and he's got bright eyes, and he's very, very enthusiastic.
Every time we see him, he's smiling. He's got the biggest smile on his face. So I know for a fact it definitely brightens his day when he gets to come see us.
For Max, I'd say turned into Christmas almost on every weekend. So it became, hey Max, we got practice, and he wanted to go to bed at like 5 o'clock. And didn't matter what time practice was, he was up at 5 a.m.
He doesn't have bad days. He gets up ready to fight and ready to compete each and every day. And if you can use that as an inspiration, we'd all be better people for that.
He's been through so much, and the stuff that I take for granted, he would never even consider taking it for granted, So it just makes me work really hard on the court whenever opportunity I get.
Just his enthusiasm and his smile, has grown, as the season's gone on. So, he's a pleasure to be around, and he's an inspiration to us all.
My favorite memory is just being at practice each week.
He gets to see the behind the scenes, and what do they say right before they go out, and all right, what's said afterwards, and how does that happen? But for me to be able to watch Max kind of be part of that whole thing, it was very exciting. Now it's old hat for him. He's drawing up keys to the game and stuff like that.
1, 2, 3, win!
Max, what do you think, in your own opinion, what do you think you bring to the team, to Northeastern?
I can bring a good attitude and work ethic.
He would give literally anything to be where we are right now, so it really helps us put things into perspective, to take what we had, not take what we have for granted.
There are people like Max that will never have the opportunity to go play any type of basketball, much less college basketball. And I think as it's gone on, I can see them, start to appreciate that a little bit.
You hope as a coach that your kids take away from this experience is to have compassion for others.
It does add something when you have that real life example of resiliency and dealing with adversity and just being able to come with a smile. you know, every time, as Max does.
You know, the wins and losses are going to go away very, very quickly, but it's really, you know, your character, and you know, and if this small relationship can help us develop our own character and make good choices in life, and really decide who we want to be, you can't get any more positive than that.
At the end of the day, it's a basketball game, and you know, we have things that are more challenging, and this is very important, but it's also basketball. And the lessons that we learn are more important than whatever the score is at the end of the game.
You know, I'm hoping, you know, as the year goes on, everybody has their each own personal relationship with Max, because that's the real reward here, is that guys really get a perspective on life. And, you know, Max is an incredible educator in that regard.
We're all one, so we like to kind of involve him with everything and try and make it like he's just as important as anyone else on the team. He's made it like at least, what, 17 new friends?
You know, it's really a relationship that's growing day by day and game by game, and you know, we're hoping that it'll continue.
We hope so. He's only in his first year. He looks like a fifth-year type of guy for me, you know, so we're talking about redshirting already with Coach Cohen. But I think he would be here as long as they'll keep him. May get a PhD.
Max's infectious smile and an unbridled enthusiasm is an inspiration to everyone who comes in contact with him, including his new Husky teammates and friends. For more information on Team Impact, visit goteamimpact.org.